What? What? Why are these in different spots? Oh. New desk. It's already trashed. And my camera's in an awful spot. I need a third monitor right here. Because this desk is pretty big. Shut up. My desk is actually too dirty. Bruh, there's too much shit in my fucking way. Who put all this here? Let me just shuffle everything around. Yeah. I really don't like where my camera's set up. That's why I want another monitor right here. Because the cool thing, I have like all my streaming stuff on the side. And whenever I look at it, I'm also kind of looking at my webcam. So it feels more interactive. But this way I'm looking to the side and you're seeing the back of my head. Like, what the fuck? How big is this? Doesn't say. I don't fucking know. It should be in a corner. Man, fuck this. I'm hiding this bottom part. This is so stupid. It's so trashed. I'm gonna hide some of the top too. How's that? You can still see all of it, but not gonna be the same here. Just cut some off the top. Is that good? Kind of up here. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna be really boring. The audio's bitrate is... Stream's audio bitrate is 0. That's not true, right? Audio is coming through. Says it is. It just likes to say that whenever I stop talking. Audio is coming... Jesus. Shut up, dude. I have an assignment to finish. Unless I can't do it. Maybe he locks them off after the next week. Week 2. Assignment. It's still here. Can I still submit it? Yes. I can't read all the shit they want you to read in a normal class. I read like 10% of it. So here, this will be... Jesus. It's totally fucked up. How do you change this? 11. Bro. Why is the background white? Like, what the fuck? Okay, this works for some reason. Yeah. There. This is the scenario. We're going to meet with a coworker, Cameron, to resolve a misunderstanding about a shared project. Before the meeting, you feel anxious and frustrated. You rehearse what you want to say, but you also catch yourself imagining worst-case outcomes. When you enter the room, Cameron is sitting with arms crossed, avoiding eye contact. You sit down, lean back, and speak in a flat tone. As the conversation continues, both of you interrupt each other, sigh, and shifting your seats. The tension gradually decreases as both of you clarify your intentions, but the interaction feels strained. And then we need to identify internal processes right here in both of these guys. I mean, how fucking complicated is this? This can be, like... Jesus. There's three parts. There's the intrapersonal, which is like what's going on in the minds of each person, and then there's nonverbal stuff. And then there's a part 3. He calls it integration, but it's like use at least 2 concepts from each chapter. I read like part of one chapter. This feels so autistic. And he wants 250 to 500 words? Let me just restate everything in the scenario. Like, I should just go through every single sentence and explain, like, exactly what's going on. Before the meeting, you feel anxious and frustrated. This is an intrapersonal factor going on in your head that's going to lead into the meeting and cause the meeting to be worse and have worse communication. You rehearse what you want to say, but you catch yourself imagining the worst case scenario outcomes. Let me just copy paste the last sentence. Arms crossed, avoiding eye contact. These are nonverbal, communications of frustration or unwillingness to cooperate. Sit down, lean back. This is the only thing I don't really understand. I feel like you could lean back and it could be more chill. Or maybe it's like you don't care, or I don't know. Alright, yeah, let's just be more autistic. Okay, intrapersonal factors going inside of your head. Alright, feeling anxious and frustrated. You dumbass. There's one. Imagining worst case outcomes. Whatever. Wait. I really hate this assignment. Okay. Anxiety and frustration. Imagining worst case scenario. Cameron's internal processes. Is that all? Okay. So Cameron's internal processes. Oh, possible, because I guess they're not really stated. Possibly feeling attacked, right? Or criticized. That's literally what it is, right? Because they have a... Well, it's a misunderstanding. What else is Cameron feeling? Arms crossed. Avoiding eye contact. Initial body language. Explain how these internal states set the stage for the interaction. Well, all of these internal states are negative. Negative or uncooperative. Internal states. And they aren't like tackled or dealt with. Jesus. Five nonverbal behaviors. What do we got? Arms crossed. Avoiding eye contact. Lean back. Disinterest. In some cases, relaxed, confident, power move. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Leaning back. Is speaking in a flat tone considered nonverbal? Sigh. Yeah, sighing. Shifting around in seats. Explain what each behavior communicates. Oh my fucking god. And they have specific words for it. Reinforcement, contradiction, regulation, substitution. Bruh. Shouldn't I just put that right next to this? I don't need a whole nother fucking thing. Oh my god. Okay, look, yeah, we're gonna... Arms crossed. All this bullshit. Okay, down here, overall, most or all of these nonverbal. Especially from the start of the... At the start of the interaction. Oh my god. Holy. Arms crossed. That signals like frustration, right? Avoiding eye contact. I'm just gonna say signals frustration, signals frustration, signals frustration. My fucking washer's screeching in the background. Can't believe it's not picking it up. It's the same thing. Oh my god. Can... Bro. We need disinterest or further unwillingness to cooperate. There's no way there's that much substance here. I'm just saying the same thing over and over and over. How does this guy expect anybody to put 500 words into this? Week 2 assignment updated. Your grade is 0. He's on top of it. No feedback? Can I turn it in late? I can still turn it in, right? Yeah, I don't know if this guy even accepts late grades, because it's nowhere in the syllabus or anything. I search for like late work or due dates and nothing shows up. Sighing. All of these there's got to be like more specific things. No, this one's fine. That's a little bit special. Leaning back, sighing. And oh, what's the fucking issue? The stream just shut off for like 10, not 10 minutes, but way too long. And it's still fucked. It can't still be fucked, right? Come on, bruh. What the hell was that? Let me turn my bitrate down, because it doesn't need to be that high. 10,000. What's my shit looking like? CPU's fine. I'm worried about my RAM. 20%? It's just a web browser. It's taking up more than the entire stream. I cannot survive with 16 gigabytes of RAM. I can't do it. Back in my day, all you needed was 8 gigabytes, and you could do whatever you wanted. I'm sighing to communicate frustration. Explain how intrapersonal communication and nonverbal communication interacted to shape the overall tone and outcome of the meeting. Use at least 2 concepts from each chapter in this section. Just say... Oh my god, I'm just gonna repeat the same thing again. Am I dropping frames again? Hello? Dude, what is happening? You cannot use the double gulp cup for the fucking Slurpee. Like, look, why can't I use my arrow keys when I'm doing the control shift? What else is it doing? I should be able to, look, because you can shift and then arrow to select, and you should be able to control arrow to select a whole word. But I can't do anything here. Like, what the fuck? I just wanted to bold this, that's all I wanted to do. I'm not using 2 concepts from each chapter. I'm not doing it. Shut up. Interpersonal communication and nonverbal communication interacted to shape the overall outcome. Intrapersonal and nonverbal communication seem to greatly hinder this meeting. Seems like what both participants needed was to just understand and be understood by each other. The nonverbal and internal factors okay, we can say this better. So, both participants came to the meeting with uncooperative Internal feelings and thoughts. Which translated to uncooperative, nonverbal signals. Frustrating and uncooperative nonverbal signals during the meeting. Seems like what both people needed was to be understood. But basic communication was hindered by the other factors. Well, shit, buddy. Let me get a fucking baconator then. How about that, huh? Yeah. Yeah, can I please let me get that Big Mac. We don't have that shit here. No, I said Big Mac. We don't fucking have it. The fuck? Alright, let me get a baconator then, I guess. Let me get that TikTok's Battle Pass meal or some shit like that. I don't know, dude. That shit's not fucking real. It's that new shit. My grandson told me about it. Look, just tell McDonald to fuck the burger, please. Week 2 assignment. What do I need? Like my name? I don't need it in massive bold letters. What's this class called? Interpersonal. What do I say? April 6th or April 5th? April 5th to 6th, 2026. Because I did do some of it last night. I just didn't fucking turn it in. This is like 100 words. This is garbage. I don't care. Give me a 20% on it. Download. 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 What's this called? Week 2. Is that good? Michael, interpersonal communication, week 2 assignment, April 2026. That sounds fine. Yeah. Jackass. Okay, the camera's on. Drop files. Bologna. Bologna sandwich. Bologna. Bologna sandwich. Submit. Is it done? Jesus. Alright, let me glance at what we're doing on week 3. How to speak so that people want to listen. TED Talk. And then we're going to read Chapter 4, Verbal Elements of Communication. Verbal elements. Pretty big element of communication. Then Chapter 7 is about talking and listening. And then there's a wait, was there a discussion? Oh. I bet there was a discussion last week. It's in like a separate section I didn't think about. Week 2 discussion. Oh my god. Reflect on a real interaction from your life where your internal state influenced your nonverbal behavior. That happens every fucking day. No sensitive details required. I feel like I'm skipping that shit. But I gotta do the discussion this week. It's not that hard. It's literally just a quiz, an assignment, and a discussion. It's pretty straightforward. And this is going to be about, I don't know, verbal elements, talking, and listening. I feel like that's the bread and butter of like communication. Unless there's something else. Shut the fuck up. Now what? I don't know. Fuck this. What games have I been playing? I've been playing Obawachi. And I've been playing Minecraft. Minecraft pisses me off. It's just such a brain dead game. Type shit. And World of Warcraft, which only has 26 days. Fine, I have a WoW token. But like, I've been slacking so hard. I've had this for like a month. About 2 months of game time. And I've barely done shit. I got a max level character, and then I have like done a little bit of gearing. But like, last expansion, when I didn't have a job, when I was actually unemployed, I had like all the shit done as soon as I could get it done. Like, on week 2 or 3 of the expansion, I had all champion gear and some hero gear. And now I have like maybe 1 or 2 champion pieces and 1 heroic piece. And the rest is adventure and veteran. Look at this shit, dude. Veteran. Oh, champion trinket. Veteran, adventure, veteran, adventure. Trash. Champion chest plate is really good. Trash. Heroic necklace. And then a veteran helmet. I don't even have all purple gear. Because, like, the only thing I really feel like that I can do that well in this game to reliably get gear and actually do something useful is the delves. Because, like, who the fuck cares about... Is my stream fucked up? I mean, I like Mythic Plus a lot, but it's just so irritating to have to relearn the mechanics of all of these new dungeons. And I have to do that, like, at the beginning of the season. Every time you're about to go into a dungeon, you gotta look up a fucking video about how the hell does this dungeon work, so you don't waste everybody's fucking time. But they have this new learning playstyle. Why the fuck would you be plus 12 learning? But I like the Mythic Plus a lot. I need Williams to play with me. Ugh. He's not even max level. He's like level 86 or 87. 6-7. He's not nerdy enough. I don't know. I'll do a delve. Because those are good. The delves are really good. And maybe I should do more of this prey, because I have a lot of veteran, I mean adventurer gear. I could really use some veteran gear. Jesus. What? What? Hello? Can I talk? Nope. I think I played this delve like 100 times though. It's gonna have champion gear. I guess let's do it. Isn't it up here? Am I crazy? Yeah. And I can do tier 8, right? No! Why can't I do tier 8? Whatever, it's the same anyway. Tier 8 is the best. It's the best one to do. I thought I did a delve at tier 7. Whatever, dude. Alright, let's just get this over with. Jesus. Yes. Thank goodness you're here. Studying an artifact recovered from Quel'Dan's invasion when, without warning, it sprang open, creating a void portal. Creatures of all shapes and sizes came pouring out of it. It's an all-out invasion. We need your help closing this portal to save not just the campus, but all of Silvermoon. Don't worry, I'll do it. Crazy. These guys are always fucking around with stuff that's gonna kill them. Children! This one's not scared. I'm supposed to look for the XP as well. Maybe be hiding around here like this. Mislaid curiosity. Hello? Pick it the fuck up. Oh, and these are cool too. I don't know what that was, but there's boons. You can find things that make you like stronger in the dungeon, and I think I have a bonus thing that basically makes me even stronger when I pick them up. So I'll try to keep an eye out for those. Why are you telling me to stay here and recover? I'm worried too, because this game, Of all the games I play, this one will eat up my RAM quite a bit. So we'll see. Any treasure? Yeah. Boon of Vigor. Was that max health? Let me just skip you fools. What is this? Journal? Is this gonna matter? It's gonna be some lore bullshit. Oh, I know, it's a weapon. Cool. 1,000,000 damage on any enemy that I choose. There you go. Alright, I have to gather a bunch of these guys. I don't like fighting one fucking guy at a time. Alright. Alchemy experiment. Books and shit. Anybody? What are you at? 1 HP? What is this one gonna do? Drink the potion to perceive enemies in a less threatening shape. Damage done increased by 20%. Just permanently or what? 2 minutes. Okay. Bro, this guy's so fucking strong. Hello? What? They're all bunnies. They're not threatening at all. But I feel bad attacking them. I really do. Why are they called Obliviators? Void Color Obliviator. Are they gonna obliviate me?
My loyalties are my own.
Obliviated. Isn't there a thing I'm supposed to... Arcane Ward activated. Okay. Cool. Next. Is there one in here? It's way up there. Can't fly. These are all super strong. Okay. I guess I'll try to fight them. They're gonna kill me. How am I alive? Bro. You really gotta go through these tough-ass motherfuckers just to get to that crystal?
My eyes on you.
Are they all elite? No, they're not. These guys aren't.
The pleasure is mine.
Alright, give me this. We'll save it for a second until I get into a big fight.
Stay here and recover.
The crystal. Oh shit.
Your life is mine. Gather yourself.
Throw some shit on the ground. Why am I getting like 10 FPS?
My eyes on you.
Cool. Those are two. Where are they? The fuck? Okay. This has to be for another quest. What am I doing here? I'm gonna get so fucking lost. There's nowhere to go up here, so I don't need to go up there. I came out of this building, so do I have to go around? How is it above? What's this? I just threw away my... Okay. Oh, the upper levels. Cool. Thank you.
Your pain, my pleasure.
Alright, give me this. And then I'm just gonna go ahead
My
and
eyes on you.
activate everything you can. Yeah, just give me everything.
I'll stop the bleeding. Be bolder.
Where the fuck are all these guys coming from?
Take strength from this.
Cool.
One moment.
What do you need a moment for? Summon Ancient Hands, which debuff the enemy and assist you in combat for 30 seconds. Ha! And where... It's this thing up here. I can't even see it! That. Let me in. How do you get... What?
Don't waste this.
Can I use my shit, please? Can I use my shit, please? Where the fuck is this giant piece of shit with 10 million HP? Now how? I must be blind. How do you get up there? I thought this building would surely lead up there, but it absolutely doesn't. Oh, yes, of course. Stairs are outside of the building. And then the next one's gonna be way... Where is it? It's literally right there. Alright. What's next? Void Scorned Vagrant. Where's he? I'm not even going the right way. He's way down there. There he is. I can just shut him down. No! Heal me!
One moment.
Thought I had my jump. Alright, here we go. Alright, summon hands. There we go. Bro, are you... What the fuck? And now there's more guys attacking. What's this gonna do? 500,000 damage. Alright, let's do it. Come on.
Stay here in your pain, not pleasure.
Shit. Why am I feared?
I'll start the bleed.
I couldn't undo it. I have two abilities that get me out of fears. Neither of them worked. What is this for? Why am I standing with this guy? Why can't I get out of my fear?
Don't waste this. Be quicker next time.
Look, I can't do anything.
I earned this.
Are we done? Bing, 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 bing. Alright, give me all the shitty stuff and then give me the good stuff. What's that? Just a random artifact, okay. Champion Dawncrest, wow. And now the big one. Give me something good. A ring? That's fine. 246, replaced by 220. Alright, that's cool. What is this? Unlock any Loa of worship at the altar of blessings. Why did I just now get this? What is that? Heaven Crown of Subjugation. Opening a mislaid curiosity summons a subjugated version. This is the same thing that I have. It's just more effective. Yeah, let me do that. Yeah.
My loyalties
Oh.
are my own.
What is this? When your Delve Companion casts Tools of the Trade, a sacred mandate is bestowed upon party members, granting their harmful spells and abilities a 5% chance to deal 1% of the target's max health as holy damage per mandate. Sure. I'm not replacing that though. Hungarian banner, and a whole bunch of random shit that I need to sell. Anything else? Get the fuck out of here. Yep. There's my one singular delve. Why isn't it counting? It says that I have a tier 7 delve completed, so why wouldn't it count it? Do they... Both of my runs need to be high tiers? Okay, I'm gonna go do that.
What have you learned lately? Keep an eye out for anything interesting.
Cool. What's this? The Darkway Delve. I don't know where that is. It's possibly somewhere. Oh, it's over here? Okay. Right,
Need help?
the Great Egg Hunt. I don't care about a fucking egg hunt. I did nothing for Easter. I didn't even know it was Easter until Saturday, the day before Easter. Alright, I have to beat Jacob. I don't know how much Overwatch he's been playing, but somehow he had more games played than me. So I kind of want to play Overwatch. What else would I play? I could play a chess game, play Minecraft. What I really like doing is a bunch of nothing. Type shit. Let me see if Epstein Stinny is doing anything fun. What the fuck?
Not broken the Barack Hussein Obama agreement. You know that.
Okay. Why is it that when I shock this, I'm going to use this to shock this, but it's going to do damage to my cat? I don't understand why. He's not wet. So I don't know how it's leaking over into where my cat is. Why does the electricity here damage him?
You know what I'm talking about? The Iran nuclear deal. This is years
Because you're
ago. My
adjacent?
first term. You would have had
Whatever.
a
Cringe.
total. Israel would have been gone, extinguished. Israel would have been wiped off the face of the earth, and the entire Middle East would have been, at a minimum, in big trouble. But I did.
At a minimum?
That was phase one. We
Big
killed
trouble.
Soleimani. Without Soleimani, if they had Soleimani, it would be a whole different thing.
Without
Maybe
Soleimani,
we'd still be winning, but it would have been harder.
it would have been way harder.
Because we are obliterating that country. And I hate to do it, but we're obliterating, and they just don't want to.
Why the fuck did Trump pull out of Obama's Iran deal? Why did Trump pull out of the Iran nuclear deal? It's from 2018. Trump wasn't always so dead against the Iran deal, and it's not a big issue for voters, so why is he pulling out now? It's a move that had been telegraphed for months. What does that mean? This is going to be a stupid word. It's just people talking about it. Telegraph. Define. It's literally just transmitting messages. Oh my god. People trying to convince him to stick with the status quo. Why would he pull out of it? Open to renewed negotiations, putting trust in his ability as a deal maker. Yeah, great deal. Constructive deal could have easily been struck at the time, Trump said, but it wasn't. It was a constructive deal. We didn't have to go to war with Iran, and we didn't have to worry about them having nuclear weapons. He can do better. How is he going to do better? He doesn't. Spoiler alert. Majority of Americans are in favor of staying in the deal. Okay, I don't. Majority say U.S. should not withdraw from Iran nuclear agreement. Whatever. I can read it later. Mr. Trump has said he's simply keeping another promise. This was never an issue that motivated his base the way immigration, trade, and the economy did. Shedding the Obama legacy. So there's no reason. Shedding the Obama legacy, just like shitting on everything Obama did. A pivot to Netanyahu in 2018. What is this? Can I do this? Is this gonna fuck? Yeah, that looks fine, right? Is that really what happened? I hear people talk about this. I just don't really know. What was he just chatting with Big Yahoo, and he convinced him to start going to war with Iran. This was in 2018. Full-throated support of Benjamin Netanyahu and the hard-line Israeli side of the Middle East peace negotiations, after suggesting he could be an impartial deal maker in the region. Doesn't help if I start saying I'm very pro-Israel, Mr. Trump said in a Republican candidate debate February 2016, when he was sharply criticized by Senator Ted Cruz and Marco Rubio for his professed neutrality in the Arab-Israeli negotiations. By the following month, Mr. Trump told an audience at the American-Israeli Public Affairs Committee annual conference that his number one priority is to dismantle the disastrous deal with Iran, outlining what he saw as the agreement's failure to address the nation's destabilizing influence in the region, and the development of its ballistic missile program. Why can't you build on top of that, Mr. Dealmaker? This is a video. Let's check out some Trump in 2018. I don't know if I'll watch all this. Is it going to be...
Worst, terrible, bad deal. A horrible and last deal I think I've ever seen negotiated that you started as the Iran deal.
Okay, I don't care that much. There was no moral equivalency between Israeli and Palestinians in peace negotiations, and that the days of treating Israel like second-class citizen will end when he becomes president. Since becoming president, Mr. Trump has begun the process of moving the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem. When did he do that? When did the U.S. Embassy move to Jerusalem? It was in 2018. Wow. New sanctions against Palestinians. Continued his condemnations of the Iranian government. So yeah, this is something to think about, is that Israel has a lot... Big bad Israel! Seems to have a lot to do, because this makes a little bit more sense than just hating everything Obama did. New faces. He was reportedly counseled against abandoning the agreement by senior advisors in his administration, including Secretary of State Rex Tillerson, National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster, and Secretary of State James Mattis. Mr. Mattis is the only man left standing. That's true. Something I remember definitely between his first and second terms is that he didn't carry like almost anyone with him. He ran with a different vice president. Like his entire administration is different in the second term. He just has people who are going to be loyal to him. The other two have been replaced by Mike Pompeo and John Bolton, respectively, and both are considered Iran hawks. Where once the president may have been counseled to be cautious in abandoning U.S. commitments in Iran, this time his instincts and innate distrust in multilateralism in general, and Iran in particular, appear to have been enthusiastically supported. After 15 months, Mr. Trump has built a foreign policy team that is largely on the same page. His page. John Bolton. Okay. And I guess without researching anything, it makes sense why Israel would want to fight with Iran, because they do, my understanding is they support a lot of the terrorist groups around Israel, like Hezbollah and Hamas, and some other motherfuckers I forgot. And they're definitely against Israel.
There are other things that are worse than those two. And we might have, well...
What's this music?
The thing, if I had my choice, what would I like to do?
Yeah, what would you
Take
do?
the oil.
Take it.
Because it's there for the taking. There's not a thing they can do about it.
Wow.
Unfortunately, the American people would like to see us come home. If it were up to me, I'd take the oil, I'd keep the oil, and would make plenty of money. And I'd also take care of the people of Iran, much better than they've been taken care of. It's been horrible.
Wow.
They've killed 45,000 people as of a month and a half
45,000.
ago.
Did you know that?
45,000 protesters.
Is that true?
We don't do that. So, if I had my choice, I'd keep the oil.
No,
But
probably
I
not
also
true.
wanna make the people of our country happy. I think most people wouldn't understand that. I'll give you an example. Venezuela has worked out so incredibly. We've had 100 million barrels of oil right now in Houston being refined. It's been great. The relationship with Venezuela, the leaders, has been fantastic. And I think we're going to have a long-term, very good relationship.
Mr. President!
And it might be beyond long-term. You understand what Well, I tell you what, I'm pretty good at this stuff, and I go around and I check. They'd like to see us win and come home. And I appreciate CNN for the first time maybe in my life. They did a poll. And everyone's saying, oh, is Trump losing MAGA? No, I'm not losing MAGA. MAGA loves what I'm doing.
They love
and
it.
CNN did a poll of MAGA voters, a big poll.
Okay, if I shock this guy, he's near water, but it shouldn't shock all the water, right? No. Okay, good.
Trump's at the podium.
Trump's at what?
He's doing a news press conference right now.
Duh. Oh, wait, like not here, like another video.
Like live, yeah.
Whoa! What do you want, Connor? Okay, paste. Wait, what am I clicking?
It's Trevin Trump live.
Rescue mission. Ever attempt?
What I don't understand is why we rescued this guy when I thought Trump hates people that get captured. That's the real question.
Based.
Sorry, I couldn't hear y'all. What's up, ninjas?
Hi, what's up, buddy?
No, not much. Can you, you're talking to Tim Miller today, yeah?
Yep.
Can you press him on, like, what made him a Republican before the switch?
Probably not, but if I get to it, I will. I'll keep that.
Okay.
I'll put that at the end of my notes to ask him, okay?
Okay, well, can I...
Who's Tim
I only
Miller?
need a minute. Can I just tell
Oh,
you where my vibe's at for that?
Sure.
it's this guy from that
So,
podcast he was
my frustration
watching.
with Tim Miller is we got hit with, or at least, especially me, when I'm live streaming, they're like, you need to talk to the Bulwark. You need to talk to the Bulwark. They're the Never Trump Republicans. They're the Never Trump Republican brand.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tim Miller hates guns. Hates them.
Wasn't he
Like
Isn't he gay?
gun control out the ass. He fucking loves gun control. It's his favorite shit. Sorry, go ahead.
Isn't he gay?
Yeah, he's gay too.
Yeah, gay guys hate guns.
Why?
Demolished.
Just a well-known phenomenon.
Well, that's gay.
I actually don't know. I don't know why he doesn't like guns. But what I mean,
Okay, the
I'm sure
guns
there are
thing.
some Republicans that don't like
Then-
guns. But what about it?
Then the other thing that bugged the shit out of me in 24 is I felt like quite earnestly I communicated that, you know, Kamala Harris isn't everything I want in a fucking candidate, but she is obviously the lesser of two evils.
Mm-hmm.
And it felt like the Bulwark went out of their way, especially like
Golfers getting sucked into hell because golf is fucking stupid. Based? Okay.
actually amazing. She's
Okay.
great. And that's kind of where it's like, okay, well, fuck me. Are you a never Trump Republican who's voting for the lesser of two evils? Or are you just a fucking Democrat who switched sides in the past year? Okay. Then
Okay.
last point,
Yep.
even if you don't get to it.
Mm-hmm.
Last point is, I haven't watched it yet, but a lot of people have already covered it, is the Hassan Pipe. There's a gal named Sarah Longwell that I would love to talk to. And she was pressing Tim about him allegedly sweeping for Hassan and saying, like, we need to make the coalition as big as possible, so he needs to be a part of the tent.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, fuck that. And so that was another thing that was kind of like shocking to me, because I don't, it's not that you don't need the largest anti-MAGA tent possible. It's that there are some motherfuckers that are just so shitty, they're counterproductive to anything good.
Yeah, that's probably what the majority of our conversation is going to be about today.
Okay, cool. Well, then, if guns, gayness, taxes, republicanism, and Kamala Harris, if you're able to sandwich it in there at the end, it would be appreciated, and I'll watch it. Even if you don't, if you press them on that topic,
time's he
then
doing
that's good
that?
enough for me.
Okay. I love you, man.
Was that 3:30?
Hi, Moody. How you doing?
Eastern?
I'm doing good. I'm just eating.
All right. You guys doing good otherwise?
Yeah. Hanging
All
out.
right.
Trump's
Sorry for interrupting. I hope you guys have a beautiful day.
No, you're good.
You too, buddy. Be careful.
Hope you do.
Get out.
Bye.
It's a great honor to be with you, and happy Easter. We had a great Easter. This is one of our better Easters, I think, in a lot of different ways. I can say militarily, it's been one of the best.
Great Easter. Militarily.
Good afternoon. We
Okay,
have one bit to
dude.
discuss. We'll go into a pretty good detail, and we have people that are most involved. We'll give you exactitude, and we're here today to celebrate the success of one of the largest,
been a
most
great
complex,
Easter
most
militarily.
harrowing combat searches into a cold search and rescue mission ever attempted by the military. Generally, when planes are knocked down in war, especially when you're fighting a strong group, an evil group, you can't really do this because you send in 200 men to pick up one, and it's something that's usually not attempted as much as you want to attempt. And bad things happen to that one or two.
Bad
In this case, we did too,
things.
and it might not have been attempted before, but we did. And we had great talent. We got a little luck too, I would say. And we were helped by a lot of people, a lot of great people. And it was an honor to be involved with it. It's very historic. This is a rescue that's very historic. It'll go down to the books. Late Thursday night, an American F-15 fighter jet went down deep inside enemy territory in Iran while participating in Operation Epic Fury, where we're doing unbelievably well, well at a level that nobody's ever seen before. The entire country could be taken out in one night, and that night might be tomorrow night. Both members of the crew ejected from the aircraft and landed alive. On Iranian soil, I immediately was asked to make a decision. I ordered the U.S. Armed Forces to do whatever was necessary to bring our brave warriors back home. A risky decision, because we could have ended up with 100 dead as opposed to 1 or 2. It's a hard decision to make. But in the United States military, we leave no American behind. We don't do it.
Oh.
Once you write in your own voice, do not feel pressure to sound extremely professional. I want your opinion. I do not want you to use AI to write this paper. I use ChatGPT to edit this doc.
Into hostile airspace, many flying at very low altitude, being shot by bullets. You bring rifles into play when you're going that low, but there are also certain advantages. And in broad daylight over Iran for 7 hours, at times facing very, very heavy enemy fire. We have a helicopter that's got a lot of bullets in it. It's amazing. We just realized how good those weapons are. Those our machines are. Nobody has the equipment that we have. And nobody has the military that we have. Not even close. We're the most powerful military anywhere in the world by far. The flight crews and warfighters aboard those aircraft took extraordinary risks to rescue their fellow service members. This first wave of search and rescue forces successfully located the pilot of the F-15, and he was extracted from enemy territory by an HH-60 Jolly Green II helicopter. Fabulous machine as our warriors faced gunfire at very close range. It's amazing that when you look at the machinery, what happened, that nobody was even injured. Meanwhile, the second crew member, a weapons system officer, highly respected colonel, had landed a significant distance away from the pilot. When you're going at those speeds, even if you go out 2 or 3 seconds later, it's miles and miles away, because you're going fast. He was injured quite badly and stranded in an area teeming with terrorists from the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps rough group, as well as besieged militia and local authorities. Many, on top of everything else, they told the communities actually within inside of Iran, the people of Iran, they were given a tremendous incentive to find this pilot. Despite the peril, the officer followed his training and climbed into the treacherous mountain terrain and started climbing toward a higher altitude, something they were trained to do in order to evade capture. They want to always go as far away from the site of the shoot-down. You want to go as far away because they all head right to that site. You want to be as far away as you can. And he was injured, and he was an amazing, amazing thing. He scaled cliff faces, bleeding rather profusely, treated his own wounds, and contacted American forces to transmit his location. They have a very sophisticated beeper-type apparatus that is on them at all times. And when they go out on these missions, they make sure they have lots of battery space and they're in good shape. And this one worked really well, amazingly, saved his life. We immediately mobilized a massive operation to retrieve him from the mountain holdout, and he kept going higher and higher. The mountain kept getting rougher and rougher, and really very, very hard to find. The second rescue mission involved 155 aircraft, including 4 bombers, 64 fighters, 48 refueling tankers, 13 rescue aircraft, and more. We were bringing them all over, and a lot of it was subterfuge. We wanted to have them think he was in a different location because they had a vast military force out there. Thousands of people were looking. So we wanted them to look at different areas. So we were
dedicated to finding you.
Like we were right on top of them.
That'd be
crazy. 7 different locations where they thought, and they were very confused. They said, "Well, wait a minute. They've got groups here. They've got groups there." It's an amazing thing. I was listening to these great people, these great generals. General Raisin Kane was amazing.
What?
Pete Hegseth was amazing. But I listened to the whole thing. It was pretty amazing. So they had all these different sites where everybody thought he was located. We think we have him over there because they have 9 planes circling a little area that's 25 miles down the coast. So in a breathtaking show of skill and precision, lethality and force, America's military descended on the area, the real area, engaged the enemy, rescued the stranded officer, destroyed all threats.
General Raisin Kane. wait.
Taking no casualties of any kind. The heroic F-15 weapons system officer had evaded capture on the ground in Iran for almost 48 hours. That's a long time when you're in tough shape and when you're bleeding. It's a long time. When we left, as you probably know, we had 2 large planes, pretty old planes that carried a lot. We needed a lot more equipment going in than coming out, obviously, because going in, we needed to be able to scale mountains, and we had a lot of equipment. But the sand was sandy, wet sand, so we thought there may be a problem taking off because of the weight of the plane, and then we also had all the men jumping back onto the planes, and they got pretty well bogged down, and we had a contingency plan, which was unbelievable, where lighter, faster aircraft came in, and they took them out. We blew up the old planes. We blew them up to smithereens because we had equipment on the planes that, frankly, we'd like to take, but I don't think it was worthwhile spending another 4 hours there taking it off. So we didn't want anybody to have. We have the best equipment anywhere in the world. We didn't want anybody examining our anti-aircraft and other equipment. So these were large planes that were old and pretty old, and we blew them up. And we had faster, lighter planes come in, and they were able to land on the sand. We needed the
Better,
bigger planes because
stronger.
we had so much equipment that we needed. We took 3 helicopters over there, which were very strongly used, and couldn't have lived without them. They did, and they performed unbelievably well. And if you'd see it, you wouldn't believe it. They came off the plane,
You wouldn't
and these
believe
guys
it.
had them. The rotors were off. They rebuilt these helicopters in less than 10 minutes, and that was one of the more amazing things. These are helicopters,
saying that?
small, unbelievably powerful, but small, very small, so it can get into certain areas. And they got them off the plane, and they rebuilt all 3 of them in a matter of.
All right, I'm done for now. I'm gonna go chill. And I recorded a lot of this, so I might make a video, but I'm also lazy. Yeah, I gotta start streaming more. I don't know what happened. I think I got like 10 or 20 subscribers in the last couple months. I'm up to 51. It's because of this one video. This has 20,000 views. And 1 comment. Yeah, I'm done for now. Get out.